Alright, welcome back to another one. Today we're going to be asking ourselves, is it going to be a light year or a shite year? Alright, we have returned. Coming back from some good old-fashioned depression and just a general difficult time getting hold of pre-workouts to review, but we got some lined up for you guys anyway, so we're back for now. We're going to be starting off with this one, Galaxy Labs Lightyear pre-workout. Now, I've never heard of Galaxy Labs apart from, seeing this one about from time to time, but yeah, looking forward to getting into this one today. It looks really cool. We've got the space kind of theme going on. It looks nice. First up, I want to say a big thank you to my bro Edward for sending this out to us for review. We really fucking appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Right, let's take a quick look at what's in this motherfucker. Right, first up we got L-citrulline coming in at quite a low 4 grams, but we combine it then with the Hydromax glycerol coming in at 2 grams, the agmatine sulfate coming in at 1 gram as well. We should have sufficient pumps coming from those ingredients there. Beta-alanine coming in at 3.2 grams, which is the clinical for the itchy, tingly feeling that we all love. Alpha-GPC coming in next at 600 milligrams, which is our only typical focus ingredient in here. We do get focus from some of these later ingredients, but yeah, 600 milligrams alpha-GPC, I'm good with that. Right, caffeine anhydrous coming in next at quite a low 250 milligrams, but when that pairs up with some of these later ingredients, it will amplify the effects of it. I mean, we have DMHA coming up. We have Aerogerensis 250 milligrams, then we have DMHA at 200 milligrams, which is a nice dose. And that caffeine is going to be amplified by that. If it's a good form of DMHA, we're going to feel definite synergy going on with those. So the low amount of caffeine is not going to make too much of a difference if your other stimulants are nice and clean. Right, next up we have PEA coming in at 150 milligrams. Now PEA is going to be represented by this actual P right here. Now, PEA helps release 2 very powerful brain chemicals, norepinephrine and dopamine. Now, unfortunately, its half-life is very, very short when we're talking about 10-15 minutes here. Its effects, its mood uplifting and concentration type effects, they're going to be very short-lived. PEA, he's kind of like the guy, right, when he's on his own, he's a bit weak, but when he's with his best buddy, he becomes a lot better. Now, his best buddy is hordenine, which is going to be represented by this potato here. Now, when they get together, they're so much better, and that's the case. With PEA, on his own, he's going to last like 10 minutes, but when he's with his bro, those effects might last for about half an hour, thereabouts. What the fuck did I just... What was that? We just did a demonstration with vegetables, boy. What the fuck? You can tell it's been a little while. Alright, moving on. Next we have dendrobium extract coming in at 30 milligrams. Some are hailing that to be the new DMAA, so it's going to have high stimulatory effects. Just like the DMHA, but stronger, in theory. And then wrapping it up, we have huperzine A coming in at 10 milligrams. We usually see that in micrograms, but yeah, milligrams it is. So there we go. I quite like the look of it. Yeah, it's got potential, I think. The low caffeine, as I said, it doesn't really matter if your DMHA is good because they pair up together really well. So I'm not that worried about the low caffeine dosage. Other than that, it looks all right. Let's move on. Before we proceed, let's do the cat test. You ready for this, my boy? Lightyear, give that a whiff. Ooh, nose is twitching. Not really into it, but not deterred, so that's a good sign. Right, so the flavour we have is grape sody. Now, I love grape flavour, but before we get into that, we're going to take this to the scales because I have been advised to weigh this shit first because the scoop was way off. So let's do that. Serving size is 1 scoop, 13 grams. So 1 scoop actually gets you just over 7. So 2 fucking scoops, you know, that's fucking way off. I mean, that is totally not the right scoop for this. Wow, so that scoop was way fucking off. Yeah, 2 scoops is going to get you your dosage. Now, it's quite a clumpy one, this, as you'll find out if you buy a tub. And that's because of the Hydromax, good old glycerol powder. Some pre-workouts, it doesn't happen so bad too, but yeah, this is quite a clumpy motherfucker, so yeah. But don't worry about it. It dissolves up pretty nicely when it hits the water. Stir it up. Right. Galaxy Labs. Lightyear. Grape sody. Going down the motherfucking hatch. It tastes like grape skins. If you'd imagine just eating the skins of grapes. It's kind of like that. It's got that bitter kind of thing going on. It's 6, I guess. Right, so let's get the fuck out of here and see what this motherfucker can do. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel this already. Now, I've been on a bit of a stim break. I haven't been hitting the high stims so much for the last little while. So these days I can feel everything. Fucking, I can feel a glass of lemonade now. I mean, so I can feel low caffeine. And yeah, this one's been hitting quite fucking nicely the few times I've tried it so far. Right, the beta tingles with this, they start coming in after about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, and they hang around for quite a while. It's a good beta buzz, and yeah, it's as if these other ingredients, they're not getting in the way of it. You know, some pre-workouts, you'll have quite a high amount of beta-alanine, but you just won't feel it. Some of those other ingredients, they're clouding the buzz. This, they break through really nice. Right, so I'm tingling my tits off right now, and yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Let's go. All right, we have a new little addition to the stim gym. So we should get some different shots and all that, and a better training session too. This thing has just got good vibes all over it. It's just a fucking nice feeling all around. I've forgotten my water, so I'm going to go and grab it. Now, usually I wouldn't be so bothered, but because there's Hydromax glycerol powder in this pre-workout, if you want to get the most out of those pumps, we need to keep hydrated. So yeah, drink. So if your brain generally produces quite a lot of dopamine and you're, I guess, you know, quite a happy person, then the effects of PEA are going to be somewhat less apparent than, you know, if you're a generally miserable bastard like me. The PEA effects are going to break through a lot more because, you know, my dopamine levels are probably pretty low. But, you know, for a happy dude, then, you know, you may not feel it as much. This is a really good introduction to DMHA pre's. It's not over the top, and you don't get any of the negative side effects that you perhaps would with this kind of pre-workout. It's smooth sailing all the way. I wish it tasted a bit better, but other than that, it's a really good fucking pre-workout. There's such a head high with this, and it stays with you all the way through the workout. But, you know, you're not wired, you're not off your chops. It's a nice feeling. Fuck, that's all I can say about this, really. It's just nice. And that is the fucking end of that. Galaxy Labs, Lightyear. This is a good pre-workout. I like this one. As I may have mentioned before, this is a good introduction into the DMHA pre-world. Good for all, and good for all types of workouts too. Alright, from the beginning, flavor, I give that about a 6.5. I mean, you know, it's not bad, but it's not good. Energy, now, you're not super energized. This energy is kind of in the mid-range, but it's very usable, and, you know, it's not over the top. This isn't, you know, a pre-workout where you're going to be smashing your personal bests and feeling superhuman. This is a smooth energy, and it's very productive, and yeah, you know, it's kind of maybe a 7 out of 10. You know, it's not bad. Pumps, not a huge amount going on in the way of pumps, but, you know, you work them up, you drink a bit, you know, they're there. They're kind of in the mid-range, so they're about a 7 as well. Good focus on this, I'll give that about an 8 out of 10, maybe an 8.5. Star of the show though, mood elevation, you know, you just feel really good on this. This one definitely makes you feel happy, and yeah, just a good fucking feeling from start to finish, and I like that. Big thumbs up. And that's pretty much it. I definitely recommend it, especially if you've never tried a DMHA pre before. This one will be the perfect one to start on. So there we go, Galaxy Labs Lightyear. Get on the fucking case, and I'll see you in the next one.